Okay. Hello and welcome to this new edition of Sounds from the Lab. This week we have the pleasure to receive Darcrow, which is gonna bestow upon us his amazing modular synthesizer live. So maybe can you just show a little bit what you have prepared today?
Of it. I don't program it, but though the machine itself, it kind of makes some rhythm. So I kind of control that, by trying to see if I can control it to danceable rhythm in a way. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. And that's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So this edition is gonna be like mostly noise improvisation, right? Okay, nice. So I'm gonna let you improvise for like 30 minutes, and then if we can talk a little bit about how you did it and different aspects of your setup, that would be brilliant. So, Darcrow, here you go. Okay, whoa, thank you so much. Amazing performance. I'm gonna give you this, I guess. That's okay. Ooh, shoot.
Thank you. Hi.
Okay, so first, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I have so many fucking questions. So first, do you think you can just show us your rig a little bit, like how it's patched? Because just to let people know before the show started, you actually did something that is for me incredible, which is called blind patching. So blind patching means you don't listen when you plug the modular synthesizer. So if you can explain a little bit how you construct your rig, like how you perform actually.
Okay, so originally I was doing improv with people, right? And I wanted to, so I was using synthesizer to do that with Chaos Pad.
Oh yeah, Chaos Pad.
And and since my synthesizer broken down, as I told you, I used to throw this synthesizer. So okay. It broken down, and I kind of felt limited with hard synthesizer.
Oh, you mean like non-modular tabletop synthesizer?
Exactly.
Okay.
And at the time, like I think it was 10 years ago, I should name these people like people like Dave Skipper. Yeah, he's the one with this incredible modular synth noise. And also Naoki Nomoto, he's kind of right now he's more into like programming music, like how should I say, like real coding music.
Live coding.
Yeah, live coding.
Live coding.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of first, kind of early generation of those people, and I around me, those people kind of told me if I want to do like further than the hard synthesizer stuff, I was told to kind of try to look into modular synth. And so what I wanted to do was I originally wanted to kind of like do I wanted to kind of generate rhythms rather than program it, because I kind of wanted to I wanted to do some sessions with my machines.
Okay. Yeah, that's super interesting.
Yeah, I kind of began to think of it. So originally it was programmed, but though when you're programming, it kind of limits your groove, right? So what I wanted to do was I wanted to, since all synthesizer is kind of move with point, trigger, and wave. I kind of felt like maybe I can do that, use that to make some groove out of it, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So you use the audio signal directly to generate?
Okay, so this one I am using triggers to kind of like what do you call it? These a trigger divider and all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to kind of make a like like I don't know, like not 4/beat, but kind of like a groovy kind of bass,
Okay.
And I kind of increase it with LFOs and using math and all that.
Okay.
So I can kind of make it have a lot of intense kind of rhythm out of it. So I kind of chase that.
Okay.
And
but you still have a clock somehow. Like
there
is kind of a tempo.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And so you're generating, so because I think a lot of people who watch don't really understand modular synthesizer. And the difference between like modular and non-modular is like you can really route, you can send a signal and do whatever you want with it.
Exactly.
But since you still want rhythm, like I think I'm wondering how you manage to keep something that is structured yet like get away from it.
So basically it's not that structured. Yeah. So I kind of put, I kind of have modules that can sound like it have a groove on to it. So like logic and all that, right? So so you have a tempo, like I mean basically like if you have a clock and kind of put some gate into it, it makes a groove. So in a way, in a way. So and so what I do is like I kind of pointed out the machine to go to that route.
Okay. How do you do it?
I kind of listen to it and try to. It's kind of okay. I don't know. Let me tell you like this. Like, if you think about like programming music, or like even like live performances, the rhythm itself, it is very human thing, right? Like, do you understand what I mean? Like, if you think about like like 16 rhythm and all that, 4 rhythm and 8 rhythm, that is based on your body that you can dance to. So basically the module itself, because I don't program it, it doesn't have any body, and it doesn't make any, what do you call it, thing that human can dance to if I don't control it.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of, that's what I'm saying. Like, I generate it, I chase behind it, and try to make it like it is.
You're trying to get control over something that is voluntarily like kind of chaotic.
Yeah, exactly.
And just trying to make it more fitting.
Yeah. To the thing that I can dance to, maybe.
Okay.
At least.
Okay, but so I have a very weird question. Like, do you prefer the feeling of something that gets aligned in the sense that if you have something very chaotic, I think there is like a weird attraction of people for chaos and stuff that is like noisy or whatever,
of course.
And there is also an attraction for structure.
Sure.
So I'm wondering if you have more this idea of organizing chaos than destroying structure.
Okay. Rather, I kind of want to control the chaos right now.
Yeah.
So I kind of, because there's so many. Well, I mean, noise music right now. Like I kind of feel like it's more musical than ever. You know? It's not like it used to be. Like people are saying like no music and all that kind of stuff. Like that at the time it was so extreme that maybe it was, but nowadays, I mean, not everybody, but some certain people would listen to noise music as music. So if you think about that, that's not really chaos in a way, right?
Sure.
And in a way, like noise are artists too. Like if you want to kind of have your own thing, I mean, like character or like uniqueness, I kind of feel like you will have to eventually control yourself to where you want to go. So yeah, and of course, that depends on chaos. You can go to chaos, like like, or even like like who was it? Like Gigi Allen kind of people. That's punk, but that's kind of chaotic. In constant way, right?
I mean, there is a whole. That's the interesting thing about the noise scene, I think, because the Japanese noise scene is very famous, like over the world, and I think Japan is kind of the forefront of everything related to noise, and there is still like you can find. I don't know if you know Melt Banana, for instance,
sure. Yeah,
like
course.
which is kind of more of a punk band, like rock punk, but still has very noise elements or codification to it. And I feel there is no kind of strict boundaries to what noise is or should be.
Yeah.
And actually, like it points to my other kind of more general topic. It seems there is like more and more how to say extremization in the musical like landscape of today.
Really?
Like what was?
No.
When I say extremization, is more there is clearly we talked about that earlier. Like now techno or this kind of stuff is kind of pop music.
Yes.
Like 20 years ago, even 10 years ago, like techno used to be the stuff that weird people that do weird products go in the jungle to and now it's like so ingrained in like normal everyday culture that you have a kind of a divide, I guess, in musical approaches because there is like the huge DJ culture. Like for instance, you come to any place, there is like DJ stuff, right? And it's kind of weird to do live set, and that's more not really related to the type of music you make, but in the way of making the music.
I kind of feel like I don't know, like it forces like recently I kind of feel like of course Japanese noise is pretty edgy, but I kind of feel like it got caught. Well, there are so many bands that are coming out. Yeah, of course, don't get me wrong, but I kind of feel like like Indonesia or China right now, like they have their own thing, and I kind of feel like especially like Indonesian people, like what they're doing with noise is more punk, right?
Okay.
So it's more. I kind of feel like it's structured in a way, even though it is more chaotic and more how should I say extreme, but in a punk way, I kind of feel like it's very musical. You know what I mean? So like I kind of feel like, and even DJ too, like there are so many DJ style right now that I kind of feel like there are like I kind of feel like the genre itself is not getting anywhere nowadays. I kind of feel like it's more like about the people who try to go beyond there. I kind of feel like I'm doing normal music right now.
Yeah,
in a way, right? Like,
I mean, I completely agree with it.
Yeah, but still, of course, I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do, and that's why I kind of I'm telling you like I'm trying to control from the chaos to more kind of like structured way, but I wouldn't say like that doesn't mean that I want to program it. Like if I'm doing a live show. I have a problem, I'm making an album because I can't make it, because it's not programmable. So that I have to think about it. But though, like in live aspect of it, like I kind of feel like I have to kind of. I don't think I'm the edgiest, noise guy. Or maybe in the way I am, but though it's not like what noise people would say.
Yeah, but I don't think like that's very interesting because like for me one of the problem with because of the noise scene was over classification and like the fact that you go see something, it's like some people will say, oh no, that's not noise, like this is harsh noise, and harsh noise, no, I'm listening to noise wall, and there's glitch noise, and then there's like so many like subgenres.
Sure.
When you go to a show, like every artist has like four different words with it, like it's noise pink stuff, and you like I feel it's losing the kind of argument around noise,
if you have word for it, right?
Exactly, but for me it was always like, what's the tipping point? I mean, it's my personal feeling about
of course.
noise, and it's absolutely open to interpretation or anyone's idea. But I always loved this idea that music is organized noise, and that's why for instance, concrete music like Pierre Schaeffer, which was basically taking trains like noises of everyday life and repeating them, which ultimately kind of what is techno, which is taking
I
some.
kind of feel like like rock too, like rock used to be very extreme, right? Like, and I kind of feel like it goes along with the generations, like for instance, like I just like you said, the train sound. I kind of feel like rock and roll is train sound.
True.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like electronic music is now it's the newest, because I'm pretty sure everything is going into electronic, so people kind of get into it, right? Like, so I kind of feel like if we're understanding that, I kind of feel like in noise music too, it's not that new music anymore, right? So that's why I'm saying like and especially nowadays, like I kind of feel like there aren't any movement maybe like that you can define to, but still I kind of feel like there are people who are artists who are pretty edgy and new, right?
In that sense, I'm wondering what's your take on like what is like musically speaking, in terms, is it more of like approach as in the way it's made or the music itself? When you say edgy, for instance, I'm interested in understanding what's your definition of.
I kind of feel like I wanted to listen. I want to listen to what each people are trying to do. So recently, I was talking with my friend, and I was talking. I was listening to this cumbia band, alternative cumbia band called what was it, Medium Brothers or something like that. Medium Brothers or something. It sounded like. Do you know this band called Ronaldo and the Loaf from Ralph Records? So it's a British band, and they're kind of unique. They're really strange. I mean, think about it. Ralph Records. It's it's a label from the Residents, right? So it sounds like that. It's funny. It's kind of comical, but what they're trying to do is kind of should I say deep? I don't know. They're pretty musical, I should say. And I kind of felt like, I kind of felt there is a band, and those originalities. I kind of realized that I want to listen to really original bands rather than, what is new or what is old. I kind of feel like
that's an interesting question on the originality, for instance, because I guess a lot of the new type of music we had over the past century was basically new technology equals new music, right? We had for instance, you have pedals, and these kind of shaped rock music exist because of distortion, and these things. Techno exists because of synthesizers, and noise music kind of exists because of a lot of these technology. And now it feels a little bit like the purely electronic approach. Like if you look at other genres, like recent things like Botanica or this kind of, approach that are more based on trying to amplify organic sounds.
Sure.
Like I'd say there is kind of it seems there is a kind of shift towards at one point it was very purely electronic, very plastic. I would say edgy music was something that was extremely kind of electronic sounding, and now I can feel kind of direction towards electroacoustic.
But in that sense, I mean, if you talk about those kind of music history, rock too went that phase, right? Kind of rock and roll came out, and the reason why I'm talking about rock because I know. I kind of, been in that scene a lot. So that's why I'm just saying it. But though, think about how organic it was. But new wave came in, having these synthesizers, and all of a sudden these electronic pop came out and all that kind of stuff. But with that on the other side of it, this indie rock came out, right? As opposed to those electronic, music. I kind of feel
that's interesting because, there is an underground because rock at one point was underground, as noise was underground, techno was underground, and then there is kind of a commercialization, and it becomes pop music or very popular, as in pop music, right? And basically, then there is an underground. Underground that is kind of building inside, right?
I kind of feel like so that's why I kind of don't want to miss it.
Yeah,
the new music.
But do you feel like noise music had kind of pervaded noise music never really went into the popular kind of
I don't know. I mean,
scene like Merzbow, for instance. Merzbow is for me one of the most famous noise artists, but I wouldn't say he didn't fill stadiums. I mean, of course, it's I love Merzbow actually.
Sure, I understand. I perfectly understand.
And I think it was the most open kind of. There is still kind of a limit, I guess.
Of course. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, I kind of feel like punk music too. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are people who listen to Green Day maybe, but the extreme, really extreme metal or those kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure it's limited. Right?
Yeah.
So I kind of feel it's not. But I kind of feel everybody, not everybody, but people knows about it more than before.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel that's enough.
In a way. Yeah, true.
I kind of feel it's gonna gradually go up.
Yeah.
It's not gonna get old, right?
Yeah, I think for instance, right now in Europe, in Paris mostly, I mean, there is a huge, for instance, art techno scene, but really, really hard, strong hard techno,
sure.
160 BPM, very stuff that is what we used to think is super intense and hardcore, right? And it's now kind of just a Friday night, and I guess there is also kind of used to this kind of sounds. So I'm interested to see if there's also some possibility to kind of hybridize. Do you see noise music going also towards?
I think so. I mean, like, I mean, I kind of feel it is much more famous than got popular than it used to be at least, right? I mean, like in the 90s, I saw incapacitants with 2 audiences. so in that sense, I mean, they won't get away with that nowadays, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like at least they got popularity there. So
True.
and I kind of I see some DJs who plays techno or like electronica go into noise. Harsh noise, right?
Yeah.
And it kind of it matches. So they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I kind of feel.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I feel noise music is not that extreme anymore, maybe. And maybe I feel like it depends on the artist how extreme it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting because so you're an event organizer also,
Yeah, I do.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I don't know if it's your main kind of activity.
Yeah,
or
but so yeah, I wanted to do this event which has rhythm and noise. So because there are so many like noise events in Japan, in Tokyo at least.
Yes.
And I like them, but I kind of wanted to do an event that matches with my music.
Okay.
So yeah. So
something in between. Yeah, I was wondering because I went to one of your events. I loved it. It was in Oriental Force, right, in Koenji. And like actually the room was packed. And I was really surprised because when you...
I was amazed. Yeah. I didn't expect people would come that much.
Yeah, when you invited me, I thought, like a noise event, it's going to be like, 10 people. Usually I went to noise events and it was basically the people that were playing,
of course,
that were listening to each other
that's
and being.
What I used to be too.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
But this event was like it was hard to get in. I mean, it was surprisingly full. In the sense that I'm wondering if you're really seeing like a gain in interest in the amount of people you see at noise events.
I think so. I mean, like the other Oriental Force events, or like maybe the small, at least small bar events, or like and there's like specialized venue in Japan, noise, right? And they are mostly packed.
No.
I kind of feel like it's not. I more feel like it's about concept, that what kind of event you want to do that people would get interest into, and especially right now, like I think the tourists are coming.
The what?
The tourists.
The tourists.
Yeah, the foreign tourists. Yeah, I'm kind of amazed with that. I mean, like, I mean, they're coming into these underground events.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel they know the stuff. I think.
Yeah.
Even though maybe they don't listen to it, but they want to kind of feel the vibe. I guess. Yeah, I kind of feel that's good.
I think that's a great remark because basically before I arrived to Japan, I knew some of the Japan noise artists and also like some more electronic glitch artists like Ikeda Ryoji or Kyoka.
Yeah.
Like there are some, like I don't know if you know Fujita also.
Fujita-san.
Fujita with a lot of eyes.
Oh,
he does like he works with wind and like
okay.
organ tubes and stuff like that. So there are some like, I don't know, from my perspective, but maybe it's not everybody's perspective. Japan looked like a place of experimentation regarding music. It looked like a place where there is less kind of restraint on what you can try.
Maybe so. Maybe.
But maybe it's just a misconception.
I'm kind of always into underground, I don't get famous, so I was in the underground, music scene, so I'm not that famous. So, like, I don't know. I feel like, but there, it continuously have these improv, noise, free jazz, like those kind of music.
It's true that for me, like the energy is in between punk and free jazz.
Yeah,
because
true.
there is like the punk, but a little bit like you don't want to throw your modular on the ground.
I don't do that anymore. No, I can't.
Oh, I just have like one last technical question.
Sure.
It's more like purely out of my own interest. Like, I'm wondering what you're doing with the metal
steel?
plates.
Okay.
So you have this, and can you explain what was going on with this?
I mean, hey, I'm trying to do noise music, right? I love industrial music, right? So I kind of thought about it, and I put a,
there is a. So that's a contact mic.
Yeah, contact mic here.
Okay.
And just made a feedback out of it.
Oh, you soldered it yourself.
Yeah. It's kinda
Nice.
easy.
Okay, so
that's all.
But there is a contact mic, and you use.
I just put it into this distortion pedal with the equalizer, and put it in here, so I can just make it. Yeah, I have this one and also this shaker, so I can just hit it at and make it kind of like a feedback.
Okay, the shaker is also a microphone.
Yeah, it is, and you have pickup in here.
Okay, so what's the those two are?
Oh no. So this one used to be Ico's brand. What's the name of it? I forgot the name of it. Why? So Endon, the band Endon.
Endon?
Yeah,
no, sorry.
There used to be a noise hardcore band called Endon. The synthesizer guy. He's making Mass, MASF. There's a pedal brand called Mass.
Okay.
And so they make these feedback. So his brand is his pedals are purely for noise. So he has this contact mic that he made.
But it's a pedal like kind of a no input pedal, or
no? It's a
like the feedback is soldered inside. Like you have a feedback
this
loop.
This one is like a contact mic inside, and it used to have this how do you call it
String.
String, kind of string. Okay. So you can just pick it on it.
Like a spring.
A spring,
like the
exactly,
spring reverb.
Spring,
yeah.
Spring, thank you.
Okay.
I just forgot.
I think that's the principle of spring reverb.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
And so you have this hole here, so you can just spring it out, and there's a contact mic here. You put a distortion here. It kind of makes a really good sound.
Oh, nice.
So, and my friend gave it to me, so and I decided to put some knot into it. Some screws.
Oh, okay.
So I can
that's why the shake is.
So I can shake it.
Okay, I was wondering while you were performing because it seemed there was a lot going on. Yeah. But we can't really in the end sound. I'd say we can't really hear the screws or the action of the shaker. I think.
You do?
Is it? Oh.
Oh, I don't know. Whoa.
I didn't hear like.
Of course. It basically it's distorted. So basically, what I'm trying to do is make a feedback out of it. But though, if I kind of hit it, it kind of makes a little bit of the shaker and the steel.
Okay.
So and after that, it makes feedback.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to make that sound.
Yeah, that's super interesting. I think that's kind of the last discussion I'd like to have before I think we're gonna have to close it. Okay. But really quickly, I have this impression, but it's purely I'm a musician too, you know, and I do live and blah blah blah. And I feel like we are starting to enter an era where musicians have to construct their own tools.
I'm trying. I want to do that. And I'm trying
you are doing it.
Well, still,
you basically have
I'm trying to learn soldering right now. I saw this guy who made himself a synthesizer.
Oh, okay.
And doing these pretty strange noises. It was awesome.
Okay.
But so I kind of feel like I want to do that too. Because basically yen is getting cheap, so I can't buy about modular, right? So
but right now what you made, for instance, with the metal sheets and the feedback loop, which is on a kind of spring contact mic thing, it's also, I would say, without even entering the state of the stage of soldering yourself, is already building your own system. not necessarily your own synthesizer, but your own system. In the sense that I feel that's what make artists unique today.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because before it was more, there was like a set of instruments that were like the guitar, the piano, the blah, blah, blah. And, that person plays with his teeth. Or, there is like kind of the way like to play the instrument.
So the way I kind of feel, think of it is that, I feel like, the people who are making modulars are the artistic people. And I kind of feel
artistic
like... Artists. They're artists. Yeah, I would say artists. I'm sorry. But so as a musician artist, if I want to go beyond that, I have to think of it, I have to understand it and go beyond what they're expecting, right? Especially to do like Eurorack, I kind of feel like I have to think of my system where they would say, oh, you can do that with this one, or like this kind of music. I kind of want to do that. So, and that's how I kind of thought of, originality is pretty important rather than the genre out of it. Especially for nowadays. Yeah, because you can choose anything. I mean, like, like DJs and like modulars. Yeah, you can kind of make your own system nowadays. So I kind of feel like, you have to have concept to, make your own stuff, I think.
Yeah, that's a really, really amazing, like, kind of vision, I'd say. Like, I like to call it incarnation.
Okay.
But, incarnation is like, it comes from the Latin incarne, which carne in Latin means flesh.
Oh, okay.
So incarnation just means being in the flesh, and it resonates with what you were saying earlier about the body and the fact that you're trying to put some body and groove inside the machine.
I think I have to do it.
Nice. Yeah, I think it was like really. It's a really nice way to kind of try to mix between your own like approach and the machine approach.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. So Darcrow, go check him out, and see you next month for another edition. And I think we're gonna
Yeah. Okay.
stop it. Nice.